What's going on, YouTube land? It was recently dude's birthday. He ended up buying himself a bunch of gifts in the form of parts for his side-by-side. He's got the 21 RZR Pro XP Ultimate. We already installed some of the stuff that he bought, and some of them videos weren't that great due to extracurricular activities in the background, aka people drinking, yelling. There were football games on, shit was getting crazy. Now today we are gonna install the shock therapy front limit straps on his machine. But first, let's get you caught up on what we already put on his machine. First, we installed the Trail Armor 1/2 inch uhmw skid plate. Dude.
You need the big plate with the bead.
Yo. How do you think your hay bale feels about this?
It's pretty good.
If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting.
If you need an in-depth video on that, like you're curious about it or need to see how it's installed, we've got a video on that. I'll put a link in the description for that video. Go check that out. Then we put an EVO Powersports Catch Can on his machine. We recently did the RPM one on mine. He ended up going with the EVO one. It's a bit of a different setup on how it's mounted and how the tubes run, so we'll show you a little bit of that here. EVO Catch Can. It's machined out of a solid chunk of aluminum, so there's no welds or anything to break. It's baffled, and you have this vent line here that runs to your factory one, and then you have a second one that runs to a new provided oil fill cap that you probably cannot see, but it's back there. If you need to know why you should be running a catch can, we have a video on that. Go back, check that out. All right, his wife Kelly, who likes to hide in the background of a lot of the videos, she ended up buying herself a gift for his birthday, and that ended up being an exhaust for her AT4, which is one of the tow rigs. So go check that out. Sounds sweet. And then just yesterday, he mounted some 32-inch Roxxzillas on his System 3 SB5 wheels. So while he was doing that, he's like, hell, I got the beadlock ring off. Let me get that powder-coated orange. As you can see, there's a bit of a color scheme change going on with his machine. Alright guys, we're doing maiden voyage on the Zillas because I know people are going to ask. It's a super popular conversation I see in the Facebook groups all the time. You know, about 32s, 35s rubbing. These are 32 10x14 stock A-arms. We don't have any rough terrain to really get it articulating to see if it'll rub with the suspension compressed. at a full turn, but we'll drive it around under some normal conditions, see if we feel any rub. All right, now that you're caught up, let's, you know, travel the dudes and let's get them limit straps on. And we've teleported to dudes. Here's the shock therapy limit strap setup that we're gonna put on today. Got the billet aluminum upper strap mounts, fully adjustable with these clevises. Got the quad layered straps here with a little retainer strap. So when the shock is fully compressed, this doesn't bubble out, get caught on stuff. Lower mounts and spacers, Loctite, little sticker, and a card that says something. All right, let's we're gonna pull the passenger side shock out now and get this moving. Our lovely model here has already unplugged the live valve deal setup. So now we're ready to just pop this little shock out. Go ahead, pop it out.
Do it.
Pop, lock, and drop it.
Dude, what is that thing?
Big hammer for a big project.
This is garden hammer. I know I've seen videos of people taking their shocks in and out on these machines, and they make it look real easy, but I don't know if it's just because we all have sausage fingers here, but these top shock mounts are always a pain in the ass for us. Oh, it's turning the wrench.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
You kidding me? Did it loosen up?
I think so.
Yeah, dude. Just like that, dude.
Dude, come on.
What happened?
Fucking.
Oh, it's on the frame?
Hold on, let's show. Look at this.
Dude,
Clean.
that's
Clean.
awesome. Looks
Yeah.
like brand new.
Brand new, dude.
Not necessary.
Brand new.
You're probably gonna have to clean this up a bit, you know?
For what?
You gotta put this shit on there.
That f***ing clamp the mud in between.
Dude, we need a nice clean seal.
Come on, dude. How you want me to clean this up?
I don't know. I mean, it's your machine, so whatever you wanna do. Dude, we need a nice, you don't got a hand brush.
11 minutes later.
All right, we got this torqued, or these 4 bolts torqued to 22-ish foot-pounds. We got the clevis in. We're gonna leave it loose for now. And now we're going to put the strap with the big hole and some Loctite and the bushing. Whoa, what are you doing?
Loctite.
You gotta put that.
Where'd that go?
No, see, this goes, no, yeah, so that goes through there, and this goes through there, then you Loctite that. And
Too
then
long.
tighten that down. So once you got the strap and you got the clevis loose so you can make adjustments, we're gonna hold the strap straight, and then we're gonna set this hole 1.5 inches away from the center of this hole. And then we'll tighten the clevis down. And that gives you a little room for them to initially stretch.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
All right, we got the length set, so we can tighten these two down now to hold it in place.
How tight?
Tight enough.
What's the torque track?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Good 1/4 inch flex into the table, I don't know. Now we're gonna hang this back up in the machine and do the other side.
Yeah. She's tight. Yeah.
That smells tight.
Tight. Tight.
If you're doing this on the live valve, do not forget to plug your shock back
Do
in.
not.
Now we repeat on the other side. Am I close? I can't tell.
Probably get closer. There you go.
Dude, that's too close.
All right, now we got them both in, and we can put the lower shock mount bolt just through the hole. Don't put the spacer or hardware on, just slide her through like that. Do that on both sides. All right, we're gonna lower it down now. We have the uppers in tight, lowers just set in, and now he's gonna have to fire it up because it's the live valve, and we're gonna have to scrub out the suspension, drive it back and forth a few times, and then we can attach the limit strap to the lower shock mount and get that hardware on. I think so. He's gonna put the spacer on, put the strap, hardware.
You need the washer on?
Yeah, why not? Washer for, you know, because why not?
Sure. Looks good to me.
So that's what this little retainment strap does. When the shock gets fully compressed, you know, going over whoops or landing or something like that, this strap is gonna wanna bubble way out this way. This little retainment strap just holds it in place so it can't get hung up on anything. Final step, jack it back up, and then we'll tighten those lower shock mount bolts. And that's it. She's done. Boom, factory spec.
Yeah.
Factory spec?
Sure thing.
Boom, factory spec. That's it with the limit straps and the skid plate and the tires and the catch can. All right, there's still more coming for this machine. That'll be on another video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.
What's all this fucking shit? It looks like a whole nother fucking cylinder.